Hey, welcome to World Entertainment, and we got casting news for the Batman Part 2. A big name may be joining this movie as they are in final talks to join it, possibly as a villain, and it's none other than Scarlett Johansson. Yet, the woman who I've recently did a video about that she's doing an Exorcist reboot seemingly seems to be yet again joining yet another massive franchise. She's now a part of Jurassic Park, or Jurassic World, whichever one you want to call it these days. Of course, now she's going with The Exorcist, and now Batman. So let's dive into this, because this could be interesting. So, in what would be a major casting coup for Warner Brothers and DC Studios, Scarlett Johansson is believed to be in talks for a key role in Matt Reeves' The Batman sequel. Johansson played Natasha Romanoff, aka Black Widow, in the Marvel Cinematic Universe for many years, but her tenure as the lethal former Red Room assassin came to an end when Nat was killed off in Avengers Endgame. Johansson did reprise the role for a Black Widow prequel movie, but despite rumours that she may be back for Avengers Doomsday, has never shown much interest in revisiting the character, especially after she sued the bloody company over the Black Widow movie. So, yeah, I don't think she's, running back to work with Marvel. Isn't she still meant to be doing a movie with Disney? Isn't it like The Haunted Mansion or something, another version? By the way, there you go. If she's actually doing The Haunted Mansion, that's another franchise that she'd be attached to. So, this continues anyway, saying, this doesn't mean she's completely done with superheroes, however, and Nexus Point News is reporting that Johansson is in talks for an undisclosed role in the Batman Part 2. There's an update. THR has now confirmed that Johansson is indeed in final talks to join the cast. So NP News hears that the Jurassic World Rebirth star might be set to play a new love interest for Bruce Wayne, but oh Jesus, brace yourselves, Grace Randolph has since weighed in to say she could actually play a villain. So, okay, if she's going to be a villain and that's where the source is coming from, I wouldn't put much faith into that report. So, as you might expect, there is already a lot of speculation online that ScarJo might be playing Poison Ivy, but there are obviously numerous other possibilities, including the Phantasm and Jessica Dent. Poison Ivy, I think, again, that's a bit of a fantastical character, and we know Matt Reeves doesn't want to use and go into fantastical end of things. Now, yeah, there's obviously other ways you could make a Poison Ivy that doesn't have that fantastical element, but what's the point in doing that? People want the fantastical elements to these people. That's the point of them being comic book characters. Now, it's also a bit interesting and also slightly contradictory when they're like, we don't want to do fantastical, and then you saw what his interpretation of the Joker looked like, and you were like, it's a bit of a fantastical look for that character, don't you think? But plot details are still under wraps, but Reeves did drop a few hints about the villain Batman will be facing off against in the movie, describing the mysterious antagonist as someone who has never really been done in a movie before. The most popular theory seems to be Tommy Elliot, but there are a number of characters who could fit the bill. Anyone asking themselves who the hell's Tommy Elliot? Hush is Tommy Elliot. So, we know all this, and in addition to the Penguin star Colin Farrell and several others, presumably more than 5 people at this stage, Robert Pattinson has read the script, which was delivered to him in a highly secure envelope. I still love that. That required a separate code to open. Again, how do you have a code to open an envelope? That's so weird to me. And was said to be very happy with the story, which will seemingly take the iconic DC Comics hero in... By the way, why say DC Comics when DC is Detective Comics? I just always find that funny. To take the comics hero in a direction we have not seen before. So, that's curious as well as to what exactly they mean by that. Like, we're going to take him in a direction that's never been seen before. It's like are you going to have him like this mass killer or something? Is he going to be some sort of alcoholic maybe at this? We don't know. Because, of course, this is meant to be him dealing with the aftermath of the flooding as well. But then there's another thing saying the Batman 2, there may be a big twist involving Scarlett Johansson's character with possible spoilers. So let's have a quick look at some of this. So yesterday evening, the news broke that Black Widow and Jurassic World Rebirth star Scarlett Johansson is in final talks to join the cast of Matt Reeves' The Batman Part 2. The actress is so synonymous with the MCU that it's adamantly difficult to imagine her in the DC universe. Still, it's one heck of a casting pick on Reeves' part, and speculation is already running rampant about who she will play. There have been conflicting reports about whether Johansson has been cast as a love interest or villain, but she may be playing both. According to Jeff Snyder, she could very well be playing Bruce's new love interest, but I hear the role will ultimately be revealed as villainous in nature. Now, hearing that's a bit kind of... Are you just kind of treading the waters of Dark Knight Rises? Being the fact that, of course, we didn't know it was Talia al Ghul, but the fact that it was meant to be Bruce's love interest, and then, oh, shock horror twist, it was actually the villain. Are they kind of treading that water again? That's what it sounds like a bit here. So this has been interpreted as meaning Johansson's mysterious character begins the movie as Bruce Wayne's girlfriend, only to eventually be revealed as the masked villain he's been facing. We say masked because it sounds an awful lot like Andrea Beaumont, aka Phantasm. Time will tell on that front, but Snyder added that Johansson has played the hero a lot and she's ready to break bad. So you're kind of hearing all this mixed stuff now coming in of, is she going to be the love interest? Is she going to be the villain? Is she going to be both? Don't know. It is interesting casting, that's for sure. And they did have an update there on one of the other sites that was confirming that Zoe Kravitz will have no part in the movie, that her Catwoman, Selena Kyle, will not feature. The issue with that happening is, where does it leave the character of Sophia, being the fact that at the end of the Penguin she receives the letter in Arkham from her half-sister. I'm pretty sure it's meant to be her half-sister, not full sister, of Selena Kyle. So if Catwoman isn't going to be in the Batman Part 2, you would kind of maybe suggest that she probably wouldn't be there. She very well may. And quite frankly, after Christina Miliani's, is that her name? Portrayal of Sophia in the Penguin series and stuff, she was fantastic. We all want to see her in some sort of role, whether it's small or not, in the Batman Part 2. That still could come to be. And of course, she could be in the cell or somewhere with whoever Scarlett Johansson could be playing. We don't know. Time will tell. But what do you guys think about ScarJo signing up to be a part of the Batman Part 2? I think it's interesting. It'll be interesting to see who exactly it is she's playing. But again, what do you guys think? Do let me know. Or even, who would you like to see her play? Have you anyone in mind that maybe it hasn't been listed yet? Do let me know in the comments. And with that, I shall leave it there for this one. So do like, share, subscribe, hit the hype button, check out memberships, all that good stuff. Help the channel grow. It is very much appreciated. Cheers, and I'll catch you in the next one.